flip it now.
Yes.
Do you find that in the international school, for you in the international schools, that the fairer kids, they get treated differently?
In Kenya, I won't say really Africans.
Right.
I won't say really Africans, because you see, in Kenya, there's the classification is totally different. Like
Right.
international schools, you can classify them into almost 5 levels.
Right.
So there's a very high-end international schools.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Surprisingly, in those very high-end international schools, for example, if you go to Turi, a number of staff are whites, quite a number of staff, but majority of the students are African. So who is the boss of the other? Because this is a school where most of the presidents in Africa bring their children. Most of the government people, even all over Africa, bring their children. So as much as you may want to play that card of racism, the person you may play that card of racism with,
Good luck.
So in Kenya, actually, what happens is social class.
Right.
More than racism happens among the staff, the teachers, but not the students as per se.
Yeah.
Because here it's about who is who.
Yes.
In this scenario.
Right.
And so in most of those schools, because of the money issue, children will play simple things like cars will be a difference. Like what kind of a car drops you in the morning? That is an issue.
I get it.
Among them. Where exactly do you live in Nairobi? That's an issue. Okay? And so I think that, but there's something that is interesting here. Another day, some students came from Netherlands to a school that I am acquainted to.
Yeah.
And they got accommodated by some students. So they went to their houses. And I got to interact with some of these students. And I asked them, what do you find different in Kenya from your country? And one of the things they told me is, when we were coming to Kenya, we thought we were going to the bushes.
Okay. I'll chime in on that a bit later.
Okay? But our experience today is totally
eye-opening,
different.
Yes.
And especially in the kind of homes they went to sleep in the kind of families that hosted them, they were not understanding why people say Africa is poor. What is your experience?
Okay. I joked about this the other day with someone who's Kenyan, and take it as you will, not to offend you, but in the West, no one really cares about Kenya.
Yes.
But Kenyans are so proud, like, Kenya is Kenya.
Yes.
But we don't talk about Kenya. The only thing that we are taught on TV about Kenya is that you have good athletes. We know that anyway, because you guys win a lot. We are taught that, Maasai. We see Maasai everywhere on the TV, but we see them jumping up and down with nothing on their chest, doing this. You understand? Which is fine. That's culture, but we're not seeing the trueness of Kenya. So when I came to Kenya, having first lived in Tanzania, it was like, whoa. I remember my first night. This is so embarrassing. So you know Namanga Road, right? It's very close to the border of Tanzania.
Yes.
So we was driving, we came to Namanga Road, we came to Kitengela, and we stopped and we parked, and we saw like chicken in. I said, oh my God, this is town. We thought it was town. Because coming from Tanzania, we was in Arusha, is more like, what do you call it? I wouldn't say more country. There wasn't much chicken in and stuff like that. So it was like, oh, town, this is looking all right. This is good, isn't it? So when the next day we headed more into, he's laughing. The next day we headed more into town, and we started to see the billboards. You know, in town, you start to see the flashing billboards, and then like we drove past like Mercedes, and then we're seeing Bob Mill, and we're seeing like big mattresses and big places. I was like, oh my goodness. Is this Kenya? It's like, wow, this is just like, it's a replica of London.
Yes.
A replica of London. And it opened my eyes. But initially, I thought it was going to be like Tanzania. But Tanzania, they're very much a bit behind. Now they are developing from when I used to live there 2-3 years ago. But yeah, initially. Now, when I first went into the malls, hey, I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Some of these malls are better than the ones in the UK. Seriously. Your malls are like outstanding. I'm talking like the ones in like Westlands and Karen.
The Two Rivers.
Yeah, Two Rivers.
Yes.
Yeah. But because they don't want us to understand what the true Africa looks like, because we'll all be flooding back.
Yes.
We want to help as a diaspora. From a young child, like my daughter's age, if she was still over there, all she'll be seeing is that we have something called water aid. Every UK child knows water aid. We are taught that in the schools as a primary. Give to water aid. Every year we have, I can't remember what it's called, but there's one day of the year and we have this mascot with a yellow bear. If you're watching this and you know what it is, type it in the comments because I can't remember. But everyone dresses up in pajamas. And every year they pick one place in Africa that everyone donates to that cause. Every child in that school pays £1 and it goes, they ship it over to whatever charity. So from a young age, everyone has the concept of Africa is poor. What we know about Kenya is not a lot. Like I said, it's just a Maasai or it's just, you know, little things. So when we do come here, it's like, wow.
So you are colonized there in your minds to understand that Africa is a poor country that needs help. And we are colonized here to understand that we really need to go to the UK and you know, somebody was giving.
That's what they want us to believe.
That's the trick.
But if you're a parent like me, I'm very cultured, which is one of the reasons why I took my children out to school from a young age and taught them more about their Black history and stuff like that. I'm into all of that. If you're not a parent like that, you're gonna have that mindset. But I've installed in my child that we go back to talking about, you know, learning in the home. So they understand about that. They understand about their culture and everything like that. So they have a bit more different perspective than the average Black child.
And you know, it is not cheap for you to move from America, to move from whichever country to come to Africa, even for tourism. So they know that. They know that very few people will get to see and know the truth. Wow, I don't know, but let me ask you. Let me ask you. What do you think? What do you think the role of education? What is the role of education to actually let the truth be out there? Because that truth helps in preventing exploitation. Like, for example, you're saying there's this festival and you donate things that go to Africa.
Every year.
I don't know. We can even ask our cameramen there and ask them whether they have ever gotten any donations of that kind. Have you ever gotten any donations?
Just because a big one of those big water companies.
The donations are coming. Do you know what they do? They then sell it to us. There's nothing for free in Africa. We buy everything. So they take those donations from you, they bring them to Africa, and they sell.
I think it actually goes through the NGOs here. I think
no.
But the NGOs, look who's at the organization.
Anything clothes. And I've worked with several NGOs. I can tell you this for a fact. Anything clothes come down here is what they call tumba.
Meaning?
Second-hand clothes.
Yeah.
So they take them to Gikoba and wherever,
oh my God,
and they start selling them back to us. There's nothing for free here.
I hate that.
I've worked even in the interior parts of this country with several NGOs, I can tell you for a fact, I never have seen people receiving free clothes. If you have seen it happening in Kenya, please type there, then correct me on this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How they make it out to us is going to an orphanage. It's going to an orphanage of so and so choice.
If you own an orphanage, a children's home,
in need,
and you have ever received clothes said to come from UK for free, not from particular people that you have sourced for and they donate clothes to you, but from it's like a collection that is done on an annual basis.
Yeah, but it's not clothes. It's money. So money goes to an organization.
Money goes to the organization.
Yes, like an orphanage.
Like an orphanage.
Yes.
Does it have a name on it?
Of the orphanage?
Like that collection, does it have a name?
Yes, I remember. Children in need.
The
children in need.
The children in need.
Yes.
So if you have information, please, if you have the information on children in need collections,
now you're going to get the BBC
and the organization, please tell us there. Let's get to know, because it's good for us to be in the light. Because I feel that one of the challenges that we have, even with our mainstream media, is that we are not investigating things. Things just go like that and nobody really investigates. Like today I got somebody who was telling me a story that I will actually get to investigate.
Yes.
That Kenya National Theatre Lad title is owned by the British government, not the Kenyan government. That's something we need to know. Why would the British government own a Kenya National Theatre title to date? Years after independence.
Yes.
Years after independence.
Isn't that interesting now?
It is very interesting.
Remember the question you were asking before, what can the government do to help the schools?
Yes.
I just thought of one thing really, really important.
Yes.
Another thing that the government can do is, for schools with special needs, there's not much attention on that.
Yes. Yes.
So there needs to be a lot of education for the teachers about how to deal and how to spot certain things like dyslexia. Because even in like state schools, even in international schools, even though they have a little bit more knowledge, I feel that in particular in state schools, the knowledge is not there to pick up on these things. So you're finding that a lot of the students, they've been ostracized from the school, and their learning is disrupted just because of basic, simple things that the teachers don't know. So there needs to be some more training, free educational training for the teachers and for the CEOs of the schools, so that they can easily spot children with like dyslexia or other special needs.
Actually, that's very interesting, because I came, in all my years of schooling, I didn't know about, for example, learning support. And I only came to know about learning support when I started teaching in the international schools. So what you're speaking is true. And it also goes hand in hand with the identification of the talented child. Because again, how do we identify talented children in schools? Do we have a system, a government, a ministry system of identifying talent and actually developing those talents? So the gifted and the talented children. So I really agree on you. So at this point, you look at the camera and advise the parents, the teachers, and the schools on what to do with talented children.
Okay. Parents, if you know that your child is different, they've got some kind of talent, whether it be they're good at script writing, whether it be they're good at dancing, whether they can sing, you will know. You will just know, because as a parent, you can pick up on these things. Maybe they stand out a little bit different in the home. Maybe they're that child that sings around, keeps singing all the time, while your other children, they're rather be playing games or playing football. You know. If you know, then the first thing you need to say to yourself is, how or who do I go to to nurture my child, because you're not going to know everything. And if you don't know everything, the first thing you can start is go on the internet and search around. In fact, don't search around. You're coming to us, or you're coming to him, okay? Gifted, talented, yeah? Gifted kids, or you come to UK Talent Train, because we know exactly what to do and how to nurture the children. Okay, start there. Don't be ashamed to reach out. That is the first call. And parents, yes, you can make money from your talents. Yeah, number one. For teachers, same thing. You would just know. You can just pick up on the same thing. You would just know if that child stands out. That, you know, they got star quality. Same thing. Reach out to someone in the profession who understands the talent industry and knows how to nurture that talent. Give them advice and encouragement as well. That goes a long, long way. Because some students, yes, you spot that as a teacher, but at home, that might not be spotted. So that child may feel like, I have a talent, but no one really cares. So as a teacher, you can step in and give advice and encouragement to that child. You know, you're really good at drawing. You know, you're really good at singing. You can continue. Talk to your parents, you know, step in also and speak with the parents and say, you know, child is really talented. There's something there. That child has star quality, and just help to push the parent. Now, as a student with a talent, know that you are talented. You know, you can just feel it. You just know you're different from the rest, right? Believe in yourself. Don't think that someone else has better talent than you, so I can't get anywhere, okay? I'm from the UK. I understand that you can make so much money with your talent, but if you don't have the right support, if you don't have the right training, you can only go so far. So belief is the first call. Believe that, you know what, I do have a talent. I just need someone to show me how to bring it out even more. So you go to him or you go to me. Okay? Was that it?
Yes, that's it. That's it. Today I had Nubian Queen, all the way from UK Talent Train. She has traveled the world. She has been in different countries in Kenya. She has been in different countries in Africa, Ghana, Tanzania, and she has been to Jamaica. And she, of course, grew up in the UK. And so today we get a different view on talent development, education systems all over. But there's something I want to close this interview with. I want to close this interview by saying, yes, there is money in the talent. Your child can earn also the money. They don't have to wait until they grow up for them to actually earn that money, so long as they have the talent. But you parents, don't eat your children money. If the children earns the money, it is their money. Don't eat it. I've got so many people who come to me. The other day we were on the road and we saw my child on the billboard, and somebody told me, you must be very rich. That's not my money. It is his money. I work for my money.
Yeah.
Bye.
Can I quickly answer that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah, because if you eat in your child's money all the time, you'll find that the child gets discouraged and doesn't even really want to perform or do what they're doing. So you're going to lose out.
And again, you know that when that child grows and there's no money that he was working for and there's nothing for them to show for it, then they will never respect you as a parent. There will be a disconnect between you and them.
Yeah. We'll talk about that on my show.
Yes. Thank you very much. See you in the next interview, in the next show. But always remember, subscribe, share, and click on that bell so that you can get more notifications.